What's going on, guys? Chillin'. This is me, your hardcore mentor. You can now hire me yearly. Why working under other people is why nowadays working under other company, minimum wage, or any professions that's pay you very less and expecting a lot of work, it's definitely not worth it. Especially nowadays, 2023, 2024, 5, 6, like big no. Especially if you have a big mind, you're a hard worker for yourself who can work for 5 pennies per hour. Like if you're working for yourself for free, why it is absolutely not worth it. Here we go. Before that, you definitely want to press the like, subscribe, and follow my channels, all right? Wherever you're watching from, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, this must be also in stories. It is absolutely not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. You know why? Because this is an issue that's not a lot of people are talking about, but I think this is an issue even before pandemic, especially after pandemic. I think starting from pandemic time when 2 years was gap, nobody was allowed to go out. That's the time I think entrepreneurship probably just boosted up like double. Everybody started with their YouTube channel. People are taking Instagram very seriously. That's the time. Okay, so if you're really working, if you're really good at what you're doing, and if you really not just call yourself entrepreneur just to avoid work, but you're really working hard for yourself for free, you're making $0 per hour, like that type of entrepreneur, it is definitely not worth it of working under these people. If you're really busy and you're really working hard and you're getting really stressed out and burned out for your own work that's not paying you shit, then this is for those people right there, right? There's multiple reasons beside the money. There's multiple reasons that it's not worth of working these people. You know why? Because let me just give you an odd, easy example. If you're a rich kid, if your mom is rich, if you're a rich mom, if you're a rich dad, here's you are, a loving daughter or loving son, right? And you want to give that kid a part-time job, right? If you let's say you're this rich woman who do real estate, all right, or some sort of like dermatology, something like that. If your kid does not want to do that, or if your kid is trying to do something part-time, or somebody on your household want to do part-time something, right? You came from this upper level family, probably you came from a royal family with extreme discipline, who knows clearly that if you touch someone, that's gonna be attack or assault, like that type of family you're coming from. You're gonna send your kid or somebody from that type of disciplinary family to some minimum wage people, and guess what? That store is controlled by who? Not by Americans. That store is controlled by bunch of people who came from in this country 3 months ago, barely speak English, no problems, that's fine. A lot of people don't know English, it's okay. But the stuff they believe in, the culture inside is toxic. A lot of this American store, I'm probably gonna make a separate video on my other secret channel, that this is an issue where all these mom and dad, father, they send their kid to this job, right? Part-time job. And then the kid have to learn, the first job, they have to learn this toxic environment. To begin with, you have to deal with the toxic environment. That's just a quick little example for like the elderly people, right? It's definitely not worth it, because it's definitely not worth it when you're coming from such a disciplinary, you're a hard worker, you're entrepreneur, you're tactical. You could be a law student. If you're a law student, you still need money coming to your bank for your expense, shoppings, and whatever. You could be an artist. You could be a very good girl or good guy, right? A good boy who want a part-time job, You go there, the biggest issue is, here it is. It's definitely not about the money, it's the people. Jesus Christ, it's the people. It's the people you gotta deal with in this job. Even the most good position job, like let's say data entry, you will be surprised the people you work on data entry, some of them are father who works. You're probably the youngest person who working there. In a data entry, they're gonna give you minimum wage. Okay, fine, I'll take that. Or I'll get like 16 per hour, 17 per hour. Like you're at the lowest, but you're easily replaceable. Okay? They'll just put you in the front desk. But the people you're gonna deal with, there's the angry Karen on this type of a good job. IT industry, even in nursing, anywhere you go, right? That pays you minimum wage, even a good job. There's people with like zero like no right there. Like the mindset is like so crazy. Like you came from a good family, if you came from a toxic family, that's gonna be obviously amplify the problems more. But the thing is, if you're a good girl, or some people are shy, some people have social anxiety, some people don't want the crowd, some people are when the kid go to the school, they start crying. It's like the same thing. You could be that type of person, like, my God, it's a new job, new environment. It's a big problem for women too. I don't know what women go through. Like, you go to a new job, you don't know how's your manager's gonna be. You already had bad experience with the past 10 managers. They have a favoritism. You gotta deal with their favoritism, the way they make the schedule. Are you gonna close? That's a whole different drama. Nighttime is like more issues. If you close, if you're morning shift, that's like, okay, fine, I'm in a day shift. Is a daylight or not? But there's going to be a lot of people going to be there. When it's nighttime and you have a psychology thinking that I'm going to dark environment, I'm going to after work, like I'm going to be going by myself while my family is going to be on a couch watching TV. I'm going there by myself on this place, new environment that I have no idea. I don't know these people, and some of the people they're going to be working at nighttime are elder, no problems, but the stuff they say in their mouth, they don't speak your language, depending where you work. And these stores, these minimum wage stores are like, nowadays it's crazy. Like, it's not even taken, even the call centers, right? Even they are filled with colored people. That's fine. Colored people is fine. Depends which part of the color place you go to. But the ideology they have, the work that they use, these big brand names of company, right? Like, let's say Dunkin' Donuts, Domino's, McDonald's. There's this big brand name, but they bring their home rules at work. This is not okay. This is definitely no. And this is really messed up, because here's a kid starting a new job, or here's a mom who came, a nice mom or dad came from other country, starting a new job, does not know the US law, does not know the work law. Who cares? They don't even, nobody really know what's on the paper. And at the beginning stage, they had to go through this toxic environment. Definitely not worth it. If you even pay, if there was a good environment, and if the salary was 15 per hour, and if somebody unfairly pay you like $9, you rather take that. You rather take that with a niceness and good behavior, and you're working hard. Somebody's a strict manager who's really like checking on you and make sure you do your job, and they even give you more work. But as long there's no drama, this is why a lot of the girls and a lot of the guys, they like company like Starbucks. Because it's controlled, it's really heavily regulated. In many cases, the company inspect that thing. That's why some of these like job that have more IQ test and more interview at the beginning are really Gucci. It's Gucci to work there, because it's like much better to work there. That's why and if there was any drama or toxic environment, they will immediately take you to the office. While you go to this easy job that's easily hireable and you want some quick money, there's like really low level to medium, not low level, but like medium level to like extreme level of some sort of like harassment, ignorance, fighting, all this negativity you're gonna have to deal with. Like, people don't have to go through that. And if you're an entrepreneur, you have this massive creative mind, you don't want to deal with these people. And these people, they want to stay there for the rest of their life. You get it? This is why nowadays it's like almost like not like big no to work in this environment. Like, you get your money, get out. This is why I tell people, even other video I made, don't talk extra. Do not talk extra. You're not gonna, and don't plan to stay somewhere for too long. If you don't like it, if it's not good for you, don't do that. Don't talk too much. Don't share your plan. Don't say where you're gonna head. If you're a college student, just say, okay, I'm studying this and that. That's it. What I do in my personal life, what I'm gonna do, like, don't even mention anything extra. I think it's better not to even mention anything basic. And if you have certain race, it's better not to even mention that. Like, if you're Russian and there's you're working on Ukraine, but if you're Russian, it's better to like not disclose that you're Russians or you're from Israel. Like, it's better not to even mention that, because they will use this cultural colored place will use anything that you say, will use that in a subconscious mind, while the paper is say, hey, we don't discriminate, race, authenticity, and da. Like, it's full of shit. Behind the mind is really hard to prove. Front of face, if I curse you like, yo, F you, that's easy to prove. But behind the mind, if I think F you, how you gonna trace that? You get what I mean? This and this country is like, I don't know, no government regulate the behavior inside the job. I wish there was a way that you could have like regulate shit like that. But no, there's no regulatory. And I hear complain all the time. These girls they complain, they don't want to deal with it. Who's closing with me tonight? Who's opening with me tonight? Is like, bro, I don't want to deal with you. Really, that's the biggest issue. This is why there's a lot of fake entrepreneurs. They don't want to do the work, but they just call themselves entrepreneur because they just don't want to show up on a work. They rather be in a debt, but don't want to go to this job. And if you go there, even you do go there, and if you do take their curse or their blend into the toxic environment, either way, you're not going to last there. No job nowadays is almost very rare. Some company, most of them are like not going to even last you for like 6 months. Within like 1 year, you're goodbye. Or like 2 years. 2 years, 1 year. It depends. But if you're super intelligent, you're not supposed to be there, and then you're bad for that job if you're super intelligent, right? So this is it. That's like two of the very important reasons, right? So video is getting really long. Like and subscribe. That's it. This is the reason it's not worth of working. Now, if you need some money, go get a job. Really, be smart. If you need some emergency money, go work there, suck it up here and there, but you're not gonna don't stay somewhere for too long. That's bad for your health, your mental, and all that stuff. Like, don't do that. All right, this is it for today. Peace. You can also hire me as a mentor, and there's a subscription for that.